Hi, my name is Valerie Parente, and I'm a writer and an artist, and I like to do some poetry readings and analysis on YouTube. So, I did just make a video. I was super mellow throughout the whole thing, and I feel like it was kind of hard to watch. Maybe I'm just being self-conscious, but it was hard for me to watch because I was so mellow. So, I'm gonna try to be a little less blah when I read this. So, I'm gonna read a few pieces from Rather Be Haunted. See, what are we gonna get? Okay, Broken by Valerie Parente. You're free from this world of suffering, and that's a good thing. So why does it make me so sad? Maybe to pray someone is at peace means that I will never be. It's very literally this poem about death, about losing someone, and the ever since I was little, or throughout my life, you lose people. I've always kind of thought of it positive, of death as a positive, like, oh, they concluded, they did it, they won at life, they did it. And all these human things that we experience in the world, pain, suffering, concept of time, our five senses of how we make up, how we visualize and just absorb reality. I think all of that, being human is a painful experience. So when someone is gone from this world and they're no longer a human being, the life is out of that body, I think of it as a positive. They're free from the world of suffering that being a human is. And that's a good thing, right? I should be happy about that. So this whole thing where it says, and that's a good thing, so why does it make me so sad? And then maybe to pray someone is at peace means that I will never be. When you lose someone, especially when someone who suffers at the end, and I'm thinking of my dog, it might sound like I'm thinking of a human, I'm thinking of my dog. When you lose someone and they're suffering, what you really want, at least for me, from my experience, what you really want is for them to just go and be at peace for this human thing that they're doing, this pain that they're experiencing, sickness. I just want it to be done. I just want them to be to the next world where they don't have to feel this. I want them to be in endless peace, which is how a lot of us, and I find it very interesting, even people who are atheists or don't believe there's anything after, don't we all have that moment when someone's suffering where when they go and we go, oh, thank God? When someone passes and the pain of their life is gone, you think, oh, thank God, it's over. You have this moment of thinking they're at peace. Even, and when I talk to like friends who are claimed to be atheists, they don't believe in a God, or they don't believe in heaven or hell or anything afterwards, it just lights out. Even they have admitted when I've talked to them about this, yeah, you do feel that. You feel the relief. You kind of inherently, it's programmed into you to feel when someone goes that they are at peace. I don't think it's taught. I don't think, because I'm not religious. I wasn't raised with religion. I never went to church or anything. I don't know anything in the Bible, or any type of religious scripture. But since I was a little girl, when someone died, you felt relief. You felt like it's like I said, the oh, thank God they went. Someone's suffering and they're on their deathbed, and then when it finally, you are waiting for it to happen so that they're free from this pain. So that is what I think of when I say broken, when I the poem Broken. And maybe to pray that someone is at peace means that I will never be, for as long as, so you don't experience your own demise, you experience other people's demise. When you are gone, you're not going to know, at least not in this human way. So I think for the rest of our lives, we go praying that the people we love are going to be at peace one day. And just to have the capacity, the mental capacity to have that feeling and to have that want and desire, that is very particular to life. That is something you experience in a life. So to pray that somebody is gone and at peace, as long as you can have that thought process, that human thing, which is a thought process, you're never going to be at peace because you're always going to be alive. And life is not, life is not easy. Life is, and I hate to say it, but life is suffering because it is full of emotions. And I've expressed this before, but I think a lot of the root of many unhappiness is time, because things pass and things become memories, and you lose things when time, a linear progression from past to present to future, when all that exists, that leaves room for pain. That's what gives you loss. Time gives you loss. So this human thing, this wanting people to be at peace, having the like I said, the capacity to even think that, it means that you'll never be, because you are doing what you do best. You're being a human. So that is Broken. That was written on October 14th. So that was a little less than 2 months after my dog passed. Yeah, so I think I summarized that well. I could go on forever, but that's really what it basically is about. Maybe I'll try to find something a little longer. Oh, this one isn't too long, but I could do that one, or I could do Mirror Image, or I Just Want Attention. I think I'm gonna do Mirror Image, which is from December 18th of 2019. Mirror Image. Everything I accused you of, I manifested in myself. Every letter I wrote to you was a letter to myself. All the pain and hidden motives I assumed you felt, I assumed in myself. All of my accusations were a mirror image of myself. You didn't push me away, I pushed myself away. Because the ego inside this head tried to sabotage any chance of another ego helping me out of this hole I call my soul. This was written when, and it says, you didn't push me away, I pushed myself away. It was written when I did shut people out. It's kind of a really annoying, it's a female thing you do. I shut people out, and then I wondered, why aren't you saving me? Why are you okay with me shutting you out? So manipulative and annoying. I didn't realize I was actively doing that until I actually talked about it to my therapist and whatnot. But that's what that was more about. It was when you push someone away and then you wonder why they don't chase you. It's pretty an annoying thing to do. It's something I think a lot of females do. That's what that line is. And then everything I accused you of, I manifested in myself. Every letter I wrote to you was a letter to myself. So this, and it's titled Mirror Image because of this concept. Have you ever heard, and I don't know who said it first, but that idea that the things you hate in someone are the things you see in yourself? The things that irk you the most about someone's personality are the personality traits you have and you see that you have. That's what Mirror Image is pulling at. It's the things that drove me crazy about you, that you did that pissed me off the most, were things that I see myself doing, and I am pissed off that I do. They're things that I am hyper vigilant of in myself. And I used to get really annoyed. This is so stupid, but I used to get really annoyed about, so for example, like music, like Taylor Swift's music. When she was growing up, it'd be about boys, relationships, her being done wrong. And I used to think that was very attention-seeking and annoying when I was younger, but I realized as I got older, I found that annoying because that's literally what I write about and what I do. I see it in myself. That's the same concept. That's what we're talking about here. Every letter I wrote to you is a letter to myself. All the pain and hidden motives I assumed you felt, I assumed in myself. You didn't push me. I already said that. The ego inside this head tried to sabotage any chance of another ego helping me out of this hole I call my soul. I think, looking back when this was written, things were getting a little too good, and I sabotaged myself. Things were going really well emotionally for me, and I was able to connect with other people about my emotions, and things were going so well, but the ego in this head wanted to sabotage any chance of another ego, really feeling me and helping me out of this hole I call my soul. Now, I don't think that my soul is a hole, but there are moments, at the end of the day, I don't think that, but there are moments and hardships that you go through in life where you do feel that way, and you do feel like you're sabotaging yourself, or that you are driving yourself insane, and that there's something inherently wrong with you, the core of you is your soul, and that's the deepest you can get, your soul, and you think there's something wrong with that, because it started to feel good, and I sabotaged it. I pulled away. I wanted the attention of you chasing me, and when you didn't, I got mad at you. So obnoxious. Very self-sabotaging. So mirror image is being aware of that, being aware of how you are manipulating someone. It might not be consciously, but you do look back and you realize that you were manipulating someone, or you were trying to manipulate someone, and that goes back to all the pain and hidden motives I assumed you felt. I assumed in myself. I made you out to be this bad guy with all these hidden motives, and all along, I'm the one who had the hidden motive. I wanted you to have the hidden motive so that I could blame you, so that I could have someone to blame. And that in itself was a hidden motive that I had. So, that's what mirror image is about. We're going to read one more. Let's go towards the beginning. I think I read a few from the end. This one is kind of similar to what I just read, so maybe it would be a good message to reiterate. It's called The Way You Treat Me. The way you treat me is not a reflection of my worth. It's a reflection of yours. Your value is dictated by your ability to value. And you will be graced when you show gratitude, because I expect you to project a level of respect based on the emotional needs you should have already met. This, let's see, it was written June 17th last year in 2019. This goes back to what I said in mirror image, where the things you hate about someone else you see in yourself. This is the way you treat people. And it literally says it's not a reflection of their worth. You treat someone like shit, it doesn't mean they're a piece of shit. It means that you inside are a piece of shit. So, the way you treat me is not a reflection of my worth, it's a reflection of yours. It really is. How you treat other people really shows whether or not you value yourself, your own humanity. How do you look at someone and treat them like garbage if you don't feel like garbage inside? That's what it is. Your value is dictated by your ability to value, and you will be graced when you show gratitude. If someone, and this goes back to not feeling appreciated, if someone doesn't appreciate you, it's not because you don't deserve to be appreciated. I don't think. It's, their reality is what's in their head, and it's not you that doesn't deserve to be appreciated. It's that they are just not capable of appreciating that. So your value is dictated by their ability to value. Your value is dictated by how they have mentally, coped with the hardship of being a human being. And if they are, I don't want to say smart, but emotionally evolved enough to understand that and to look at someone and say, I'm not going to treat you like a piece of shit because I know how that can feel. It's on someone else. It's not on you. So this is called The Way You Treat Me. And the whole thing, like with mirror image, is just about the reflection of you treat people how you feel about yourself. If I'm just going to dissect another line here, the end, because I expect you to project a level of respect based on the emotional needs you should have already met. There's really not much more you can say to that. It's very straightforward. You're going to give off respect and a good attitude if you know how to treat yourself with respect and with a good attitude. If somebody's emotional needs in life are not met, they will lash out at you, and you will be the brunt of that. So your emotional needs that should have already been met are the reason, are what dictates if you're going to treat someone like garbage or not. So the way you treat me is a different type of mirror image, but it's very similar to mirror image. And there's just this ongoing battle in Rather Be Haunted of, I feel like crap. You made me feel like crap. But what it really comes down to is you allow someone to make you feel that way. It's about how you view yourself. If someone treats you like crap, it doesn't get to you if you valued yourself already, because you know that's not true. So this whole book is just this battle with, I don't feel good because of this relationship or this situation that I'm in. I don't feel good because of outside event, but it's how you deal with it inside and how it manifests, how you are gonna treat other people and treat the world and approach your life. Which again goes back to what it says on the back of the book: love, heartache, death, what makes us human hurts. That is the gift of the universe. So, this whole book and the pieces that I read to you today are very much, it's like holding a mirror up to yourself. It's reflecting on, for this is a book that reflects on the past few years, and it is very emotional. It's very healthy to be able to look back and see that and take ownership of it, especially the things you've done wrong, like in Mirror Image when, talking about, I thought you had ulterior motives and were manipulative, but me thinking that was a manipulative mindset because I just wanted to be mad at someone, So this is all brutally honest to yourself. It's brutally honest to certain parties that have influenced your mood for a long time, but what it really comes down to is it's holding the author accountable. This is all written so that I can figure out how to cope with life and the emotions that come with being alive. And I would rather be haunted than not feel this pain. It's part of being alive, and it's part of being human. That's what the universe wants for us. That's why we're here. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. There's 3 poems, and if you liked any of the writing and want to purchase it, then you can buy Rather Be Haunted on Amazon.com in paperback or Kindle. Thank you. Bye.